State defense labs are now manufacturing functional, bionic drones that weigh just 0.3 grams. The headlines often focus on the fear of invisible surveillance, robotic mosquitoes designed to slip through open windows and record private conversations. But look past the espionage hype, and the actual applications are far more varied, spanning medical diagnostics, ecosystem monitoring, and high-risk industrial scouting. This shift is driven by advancements in micro-electromechanical systems. We can now etch complex sensors and circuits onto chips at the 5-nanometer level. The primary advantage of these drones is their ability to navigate microscopic and confined environments that are physically inaccessible to human operators or traditional machines. To reach those spaces, the industry is pursuing two distinct architectural paths. Path 1 is the established rotary wing design. The most prominent example is Norway's Black Hornet, a palm-sized helicopter used extensively by NATO forces. Path 2 is the experimental biomimetic path. These are flapping wing robots like Harvard's RoboBee or the mosquito-sized prototypes currently in development at China's National University of Defense Technology. This chart compares the size of these competing designs. Using a standard U.S. quarter as a baseline, you can see the scale of the Black Hornet and the significantly smaller Mosquito Drone. While the Black Hornet is light enough to hold in your palm, the biomimetic unit represents a massive weight drop to less than a single gram. The central question for operators is whether mimicking the complex flight of an insect provides a better return on investment than a traditional micro-rotor. Choosing the right design requires understanding the physics trade-offs between environmental access and operational endurance. Mimicking a biological fly requires a total departure from traditional motor engineering. These drones use carbon nanotube flexible actuators. This allows the wings to flap 500 times per second, generating lift without spinning blades. This combination of insect-like agility and a diminutive, hair-thin profile makes the drone nearly invisible and extremely difficult for radar to distinguish from natural biological clutter. This comparison chart highlights the core engineering hurdle. The bionic architecture is so lightweight, it leaves almost zero capacity for standard power cells. Lacking substantial battery space, these prototypes are limited to a flight time between 1 and 3 minutes. To gain absolute stealth and agility, the bionic design must sacrifice the endurance for long-range missions. These scale constraints have a direct impact on industrial scouting and indoor work. The design goal here is a functional unit under 2 centimeters wide, with a profile thinner than a human hair. That tiny footprint allows the drone to bypass metal detectors and maneuver through hazardous, confined spaces like ventilation grates. However, having nearly zero mass makes the drone fragile. This chart shows the wind resistance thresholds for both designs. Standard air currents from an HVAC system or even a mild breeze can cause total navigational failure for the insect drone. For now, biomimetic drones are strictly limited to highly controlled indoor environments. Those same size constraints are what make this technology promising for medical and surgical use. By equipping bionic drones with nanocircuitry instead of traditional cameras, this architecture enables non-invasive diagnostic scouting and targeted drug delivery directly inside fluid-filled tissue. The primary challenge here is transmitting data through biological tissue without losing the signal, which requires significant research and development. We see similar trade-offs in environmental tracking, particularly with designs that operate in multiple domains. Certain bionic models can transition from swimming underwater to flying through the air to collect soil, water, and crop samples. This data shows the connectivity limits. Bionic units rely on short-range Bluetooth, lacking the robust 2-kilometer range found in rotary systems. The difference in operational radius and control stability between these two paths remains significant. While rotary drones provide distance and stability, bionic drones provide the access needed for internal biological and multi-domain environments. Organizations can decide which path to take by mapping their requirements onto this strategic framework. The Black Hornet belongs in the top left quadrant. It is optimized for outdoor, harsh environments where you need macroscopic data. The bionic Mosquito Drone fits the bottom right. It is designed for controlled indoor settings, requiring microscopic data. Multi-domain designs like the RoboBee sit in the middle right, where fluid-to-air microscouting is the priority. Ultimately, the bionic drone is a material science breakthrough. that is currently limited by the physics of battery life and wind resistance. For the defense, perimeter security, and outdoor tracking sectors, the recommendation is clear. Avoid biomimetics for the time being. These operations require the hardened software and weather resilience found in rotary microdrones. However, for medical R&D and indoor industrial scouting, the priorities are different. Bionic drones are the necessary path to achieve the tight space maneuvering that rotors can never provide. It is important not to let the sensationalism around surveillance distract us from the actual technical revolution taking place. The significance of the robotic fly lies in its unique ability to map and explore the microscopic spaces of our world.